Are you guys ready for a mukbang collaboration with Views on the Road? Hey guys, James Lee here with another mukbang. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Today I am very excited to be doing a mukbang collaboration with Views on the Road, also known as Stephanie. She's actually one of the very first mukbangers that I've followed, and I'm super excited to be able to do this collaboration. So let's get started. After a couple of messages back and forth, we decided Indian would be a really cool option for us to explore that, and neither of us have done it on our own channels yet. So let's get started. So I have some vegetable samosas, and pardon if I'm butchering any of the ways any of these things are supposed to be called. And then it came with these two dipping sauces. So there's a green and then this like red one. It's kind of slick around here. And then I have some garlic naan. I got a glass of Chardonnay to wash it all down with, and then some basmati rice. Might be too white. And in the back right here where my thumb is, that's the chicken makhani, which is like the butter chicken. And then closest to you guys, that's the chicken tikka masala. And then they also gave like a dessert of some sort, so I can kind of test that out later. So let's dig in. It's pretty good. There's a nice heat to the chicken tikka masala. Let's dip into this much more red sauce here. Still really good, not as spicy, so I think it's a good balance between the two. I won't be surprised if I start sweating in a little bit. That's good. All right, let's break into one of these samosas, and I'll rip one in half so you guys can see the inside of one. So it looks like there's, I don't know if it's gonna focus. It looks like there's potato and then peas. And it kind of crumbled in my hand right when I like broke it apart. So I'm gonna dip it in this green sauce to start out with. Nice flaky crust on the outside. And this sauce has more of a like an herbal quality to it. This other brown one looks like it might be sweet or spicy, so let's test it out. Super sweet. I think it's a good balance again that they have both, so I'll probably be going back and forth with that. So again, I mentioned this is a collaboration, so make sure you guys at some point check out Stephanie's channel. I'll leave the link somewhere around here or below in the description, but she's super fantastic at what she does. I remember watching her even before I started making videos, and I thought she was super comfortable in front of the camera, and I was thinking to myself, like, how does she like manage to carry on a conversation and eat the entire time? So I was super impressed by that, and eventually I started making my own videos, and she's been very supportive, giving me tips here and there, and just checking out my videos, so I really appreciate that. And Even a couple of people that check out her channel have checked out mine, which has been super great as well. She is also really thorough when she's cooking. So there's some videos that she's cooking her food, and I think one of her last ones was making kimbap, and so she kind of walked us through that. And there's been a couple where she actually like cooks like right in front of you, so kind of makes me want to get like one of those grills or gas burner things that I could like literally put in front of me and like cook as I am doing one of these videos, but in due time. I actually haven't had Indian food in quite a while, so I'm super excited to do this. So me and Stephanie decided to do like a 10 questions about you. So we're answering the same questions essentially. So I need to pull it up on my phone. So there's about 11 questions. So I probably need to start getting to this because I feel like this video could go longer than what my memory card will allow. So number one is, if you could wake up in the body of someone else, who would you pick and what would you do? I mean, my first thought went to like Oprah, and part of it is just the idea of her being a woman, and I don't have that experience. And I probably would do something that, maybe get to host one of her shows, maybe that one where she like gives people a bunch of stuff. I feel like that would be really exciting. I get pretty excited just passing out party favors, so I can't imagine like being able to give everyone like a freaking car. So I'm gonna go with Oprah for that one. You take a bite because I could just go through these questions real quick. And when Stephanie sent me these questions, I made sure I just tried glancing at it because I didn't want to overthink any of these questions ahead of time. So I think people tend to give more of an authentic, honest answer when they don't have time to prepare for it. Number two is, if you could have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think it would be sushi. I mean, you have rice and protein. I think that would make me satisfied for the rest of my life. And I think the other day I had all you can eat sushi, and I was like, I'm never gonna have sushi again, like in a while, because I ate a lot. And then the next day I was like, I think I saw like a video on YouTube of someone eating sushi, and I was like, oh, I could really go for some sushi right now. So that is probably my answer for that one. Let's see. Number three, do you have a favorite book or read much? Why or why not? Probably should be reading a lot more, but I'm not a huge reader, so I can't even say I have a favorite book. I remember, I mean, it's been a while, but I think the last book I read was probably the Hunger Games trilogy, and I started that because I had jury duty, and I read the first book like on my first day of service. So that's probably the last book I read. Number four is, what was the last funny video you saw? It's probably something on Instagram. It was like a 10-second clip, and it was just someone I don't even know how to say that word, making fun of like a couple when they get into a fight, and then what the girl would put on her Snapchat story. So if you guys ever follow, I think his name is Daquan. He posts a lot of like those types of like 15-second clips that I find very humorous. So check that out. Mm. Next question is, what is your favorite season and why? I'm probably gonna go with like towards the end of fall, but not quite full on winter. And California winters aren't really winters to begin with, but just like that time of year, there's more days off, more time to see friends and family, lots more of occasions, I'd say. Whereas like the beginning of the year, everyone's kind of like picking up, like trying to pick up good habits and distracted by those types of things. So I'd say kind of around this time of year, I like a lot. Morning or night person? Why? Mm, I'm definitely a night person. I feel like my brain, not that it's not on when I'm at work, but it's just that's when a lot of my inspiration and ideas come out. Like it's at nighttime. So that, and I just feel like there's, I don't know, it's just a better time of day. I don't like that it's dark per se, but aside from that, I just feel like I'm in a better mood by the time it's nighttime. Mm, this is really good. I think we made the right call, Stephanie, on what to eat because I'm super satisfied already. Know if you could see my shirt, it's a pig, and all the parts are labeled, but underneath all of the labels just say bacon, 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 bacon. So it's one of my go-to shirts if I want to wear going out, and I always get at least one person commenting on it. And the next question is, what is your best childhood memory? I'd have to say it wasn't so much a specific memory, but it was just the time of year. I used to spend my summers in San Diego with my aunt and uncle and grandma. And where I lived growing up, there wasn't too many kids in the neighborhood. But when I got a visit in the summer, it was like 2.5 months of just getting to hang out with kids my age and a little bit older, like all summer, getting to stay out until 10, 11 o'clock at night playing hide and seek, just getting to hang out every day. So I just remember um, San Diego summers. Those were a lot of fun for me. Let's get back to this. All of a sudden, I think with the questions, I feel a little overwhelmed between eating questions and then just talking. Eventually, I do want to get a bigger memory card so that way I don't feel pressured either way. Mm. Number 8 is, what do you feel most proud of? And so I think not to get into too deep into it, but just being able to do the work that I do now and even um, my previous role. So I've always been in nonprofit and just being able to work with the people that I've worked with, serve the people that I've served, getting to learn from them. Like I just feel like I can't believe that that's been like my work for the last 9+ years. So I definitely would say that's like what I'm most proud of is kind of leaving an impression on others and vice versa. Like I think that's really awesome. I originally was like a bio major and I was trying to get into a job where I don't think it would have been something I'd be happy with. So just to make that judgment call to say, hey, this isn't for me, and going down a different path where I'm much happier, I think that's something that I could be proud of. Number 9 is what have you always wanted? Did you ever get it? Mm, that one's hard. I mean, I guess there was a time where things were difficult to, and this is probably like a long time ago, like when I was a teenager, where I was like, oh, like I can't get this without working, and now having a job, getting to pay your own bills, getting to do all that, I think that's pretty cool. So something related to that, give or take. Number 10, would you eat a bowl of worms for $40,000? Hmm. This is where I start getting technical. Like, are they alive or are they already cooked? And will I get taxed on it? Hmm. I think I would pass on that, to be honest. I think I would be scarred to a degree, and you can't ever go back in time before you've had a bowl of worms. 40,000 is a lot. No, I'm wishy washy on that one, so if it gets presented to myself, I might say a different answer. And then the last one is what is my spirit animal? Hmm. Spirit animal. I don't know animals that well to kind of align it with what characteristics I share. So I can share what kind of characteristics, and then maybe you guys can let me know what kind of animal that would be. But I feel like I'm pretty easygoing, kind of go with the flow. So I'm like a Pisces, so maybe like a fish of some sort. Maybe sushi, because I love sushi so much. So even though that's not, I mean, that's a food, but so some kind of fish, maybe. I'm sweating bullets right now. Mm. But everything is so good. So the way they make naan, and I still don't fully understand it, but it looks like a pit, and then they have the dough, and they just kind of like throw it in there. I don't know if it's still attached to like a hook or something, and then it just like cooks it, and then they take it out. It's pretty gnarly looking, but You know they're making it fresh, which is great. If you guys eat Indian food a lot, I'd love to hear other dishes because I kind of just stick with these two because I'm not really sure like what else to get. I've gotten like chana masala, which is like I think the chickpeas. I've gotten the curries, obviously, and there's something called like palak paneer, which I'm still not fully sure exactly what that is. I know it's not meat, at least. If you guys have any suggestions that you'd like for me to check out or you think I would enjoy, leave it in the comments. This wine is like really helping like subdue the heat, and I am assuming that's going to be beneficial with the dessert later. I feel like my food just disappeared. I'm like mowing it down. The garlic naan was like $1 upgrade, but I can't taste it as much, so I'm not sure if I would get it next time. Hmm? That's so funny. Stephanie just emailed me. We said that we would exchange pictures so that we can create like a thumbnail with both of our faces. It's pretty ironic that it would happen as I'm filming. She's pretty cool. Like, I think she's done a couple of like gift card giveaways already. So I'm super excited. She's close. She's closing in on 1,000 subscribers. So I'm like bare bones over here on this end, and just to be able to do a collaboration with someone that has such a huge following, like she's very humble, and that's what I really like about her. And she keeps it real too. And of course, the food looks really good. That's really important. I mean, I've gone to other channels where the food doesn't really look like it's as tasty, and that makes it harder to watch like all the way through the end. But Stephanie is one of the ones that I'll watch from beginning to end. You know what I'm talking about. Not everyone watches everything through. Like I've looked at my watch time, and I'm like, probably need to do something to keep people engaged all the way through to the end. I feel like my pig is progressively getting bigger as I'm eating. The shirt, not me. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna save some of this probably for after the camera and just dig into this. Actually gonna take a bite of this dessert. I'm gonna give it another try. To be honest, I haven't really been a huge fan, partially because I don't really know what it is, but maybe that'll help with some of this heat. Just tastes like yogurt, the unsweetened kind, the healthier one. And that did kind of help. I knew this would be messy, so I actually grabbed 3 paper towels today. I try not to use too many, but today I knew it would be the case because I was using my hands a lot. So I'm super full. I'm super curious to see what Stephanie decided to eat. There's a lot of pressure, to be honest, today, so I wasn't really comfortable throughout this filming because I know she's gonna knock it out of the park as usual. But again, make sure you guys down below check out her channel. I'll provide the link, and I'm probably gonna wrap things up because I am super full right now. And make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.